Hey, what's up, guys? Waga Aruji here, and today I'm going to be talking about why I love One Piece. In my opinion, One Piece is just a show that truly has something for everybody. It's got so many different themes encompassing an absurd number of named and unique characters throughout the story, giving everyone something to look forward to. It has so many different options for a favorite arc or storyline while still following the same main story and journey to ultimately find the One Piece. From the hostile takeover of an entire country by a vicious, manipulative dictator to a wacky necromancer stealing shadows of strong people to create an unstoppable army of the dead, there's truly something here for everyone. I think One Piece's range truly speaks to how legendary this show can be. Not to mention, for each of these unique named characters and wacky, wonderful places we visit during the show, there's an insane buildup leading to just one of the most epic fights you'll see in anime. Doesn't matter which arc it is, pretty much all of them are insanely well animated and just awesome to tag along with. Depending on their impact to the major plot, the villains are given multiple season buildups with plots beginning years in the past, only to have them get their comeuppance in one deserved smackdown from the Straw Hat crew. One of the best examples of this came out most recently with the Wano arc, and now I can't get too much into detail without spoiling things, but we fans have been waiting for literal years at this point for this arc's conclusion. And it, in my opinion, was extremely satisfying, especially with all the different animation styles and animators they brought out to just make this one of the most epic fights. It was completely worth the wait, and I can't wait to see what they do next. And on top of the rest of this, it has some of the best voice acting work in anime. It brings in legendary voice actors from all across the board. Bleach, Dragon Ball, Naruto, even Gintama. Like all these shows, all their voice actors, all of their weight and gravitas that these voice actors bring behind the characters that they voice, they're all available to you in the show. And they really bring the characters to a life through their emotions, through just the incredible range the voice actors have throughout their storylines of their characters and everything. One Piece would not be the same without them and the work that they put in, both in the English dub, which I know a lot of people don't respect that, but the English dub for One Piece is good, and in the original sub version, the voice acting is just incredible, and I don't think you could go wrong or hate on the show for the voice acting itself. The only thing I could see people talking bad about when it comes to the voice acting is the weird laughs, but that's just a quirk of Oda's, the writer of One Piece, and I don't really think it has any negative impact on the show. If anything, it's a really big part of the comedy that you lean into with One Piece, and I think it adds a lot more uniqueness to an already pretty wacky and wild adventure show that One Piece tends to be. As well, One Piece really does, as I said earlier, cover just a massive, wildly expanding world. There's a ridiculous amount of different territories, characters, mystery, always leaving you wanting for more. The way they describe, islands that we could see in the future and build up to them the same way they do with some of these villains that we've been watching, get built up for years, just always leaves you excited, wanting to finally see that island show up in the show, that new territory, that new character. You're always waiting for that next part. And on top of this, there's a massive amount of lore in One Piece. It has been built up through tidbits of information, through direct exposition, through characters just casually referencing that there's so much more than meets the eye. This isn't just like your basic world where everything is laid out for you. Some things you have to search for, but some things are presented to you wholesale, which really, the more casual fans have something to enjoy. They don't have to go digging if they don't want to. But at the same time, for those people that are looking for more, that want that little bit of extra mystery to figure out everything before it comes to light, even with One Piece theorists on YouTube or on the forums, there are tons of people for both categories when it comes to the show. And everything is there for you, no matter how you decide to enjoy the content. But there really is just so much here to unpack with One Piece. And I think no matter who you are or how you like to enjoy a show, there is always something available for you to enjoy in the format that you like to watch shows. And that's another thing. Like I said, the One Piece is just truly legendary as a show in general. And this is another one of the main reasons as to why this show has been so popular for so long. Another main point of why this show is just so incredibly easy to get into. At first off, obviously it's very daunting how lengthy it is, how much there is to get into. But once you're watching it, you'll be hard pressed to find a person who does not enjoy One Piece. They might not be as into it as maybe you or I am, but still, there's something for everybody. And another one of those things is the emotional draw. As I said, with the voice acting, the characters just really come to life. A lot of them, you can really feel for them and their backstories. There's a reason these people are villains. There's a reason they were the way they are. The backstory shows that they grew up in certain circumstances. The world was pushing down on them. It covers a lot of broad social aspects, and a lot of the themes are relatable. Obviously, it's a fantasy world, and a lot of it is pretty ridiculous fantasy, I'll give you that. But the reasons behind why people act the way that they do is not so far-fetched that nobody could relate to it. As well, with the main characters always getting so excited or fighting for the freedom of the people of the island they're on, or even just the dreams and ideals of those that they meet along the way. It's really hard not to get excited along with the Straw Hat crew as they go about their adventure. You want to be there to experience their joys and all of their tribulations and trials alongside them. You want to see what happens next, and no matter who you are, you just get drawn in and pulled along with them to their next adventure. And for my final point, honestly, One Piece just brings an all-around sense of fun. There's always something goofy and wacky to be invested in, and you never truly know what's going to happen next. There are tons of great shonen out there, but none is as wholeheartedly centered on adventure and the joy of the journey as One Piece is. One day, Luffy will become the Pirate King. And while we're all excited for him and his crew's dreams finally being fulfilled after, 23 years, almost 24 now of this journey, I don't think any of us One Piece fans will truly mind if they continue to take their time to get there. There's always something fun to look forward to next, and nobody really wants the show to end. But when it does come, I'm sure it'll be just as great as we've all imagined. To wrap everything up here, One Piece is a journey among journeys. The anime and I started our journeys in the world at the same time, so I think it was truly destiny that I love and revere this show as much as I do. If nothing else, I hope this video has convinced you to give one of my favorite shows a chance, have you not already. And if you're one of the lucky ones who's already been taken in, hopefully it reminded you a little of why you fell for the show in the first place. But hey, otherwise, if you've made it this far, go ahead and let me know what your favorite anime is down in the comments. Either way, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, as it really helps me out. But I've been Waga Aruji, and I'll see you in the next one.